Yeah, so anyway, everybody's saying, where's the Iceman been here on YouTube? Well, guess what? The Iceman in YouTube is like, it used to be like this big. Now it's getting like this big. And the reason being is just a lot of, to be quite honest with you, a lot of non-interesting comment when it comes to professional wrestling. I've been watching Impact Wrestling. Am I pleased? Well, let me tell you, for what they got and what they do, it's okay. But they've pretty much keep on losing superstars after superstars after superstars. What are you going to do? You know? As far as the WWE goes, and we're talking about WrestleMania, and a lot of people say, well, man, WrestleMania is going to be great this year. Well, okay, look. You got Triple H, Stephanie against Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's there to put the spotlight back on Angle, Triple H, and Stephanie, and for no other reason, because these guys are long past their prime, and let's face it, if you know in recent past, Triple H finds a way to get on Mania every single year. But what do we know about all this? We know that the has-beens, the former stars, they bring them back because they draw. Will Undertaker accept the challenge of John Cena? Of course. He's going to be there whether he's the Undertaker or the badass Undertaker. The bottom line is he'll win either way. It's just the way it is. Because this probably, if he does come back, I mean, in all reality, with his health and his injuries, I mean, the man just don't have what it takes anymore. He's gonna have a good send off. He's gonna beat John Cena, and John Cena doesn't really care. Let's face it. John Cena just wants to be in a big match, and those two haven't wrestled in like 10 years, so might even be 11. I don't know. But as far as everything else goes for Mania, it's a flash in the pan for me. I mean, let's face it, it's all predictable. You know damn well Reigns is going to beat Lesnar. Lesnar's been a champion for almost a year. You see him for a few months, and that's it. I mean, he's got to go. We all know that. AJ Styles probably been one of the biggest bright spots in the WWE. He's been a bright spot everywhere he's been. Let's face it, he really has. I think the challenges for him on SmackDown are very slim. You got Nakamura. But then who else? I mean, say if AJ beat Nakamura, who would he have to wrestle on SmackDown? Oh, yeah, that's right. We got Daniel Bryan coming out of retirement. But I think in that match will probably be somewhere down the road. Most people are predicting Nakamura to beat AJ. And I think so. But that could be the one match that could throw us off. AJ could retain, and maybe now that Daniel Bryan's back and cleared to wrestle, somehow AJ and Bryan go for it at SummerSlam, which would be a very, very, very good match, as we all know. So that could be one swerve and one thing that is not so predictable. Randy Orton, Rusev, who cares? The United States title. I mean, at this point in time, Randy Orton's a pretty boring character in my eyes. I think Bobby Roode is as well. Rusev is bah humbug. Who cares, right? Nobody cares. Let's face it. Really, nobody cares. Charlotte and Asuka. Talent-wise, they're both great. On the mic, got to give it to Charlotte for sure. But I think Asuka's got it. That's all I can tell you there. Now, you go back to Raw now, and you got the Intercontinental title with Finn Balor, Seth Rollins going up against The Miz. The Miz is going to lose. We all know that. A lot of people were saying it's going to be Seth Rollins. I predict it's going to be Finn Balor to set up a feud for him and Seth, because obviously The Miz is going to be leaving. So look for Finn Balor to win there. Tag team titles, honestly, SmackDown side, Bludgeon Brothers probably will end up getting the title. On the Raw side, it's hard to say. and I really don't care, to be quite honest with you. I think we've seen Cesaro and Sheamus shoved down our throats too much. I really don't care who wins as long as it's not them, to be quite honest with you. I mean, really. Now, the women's title. Alexa Bliss, been champion for quite a while for Raw. But really, what has she really done with that belt as of late? Um, Nia Jax. Give it to Nia Jax. Seriously, it's time for a change. I mean, would I have somebody else go for it and get the belt? I mean, let's face it, we've already seen Bayley with it. We've already seen Sasha a number of times. You got to give it to somebody that hasn't had it. And you got Absolution, one of those even. But I see them in their match. But whatever. So realistically, I think WrestleMania is very, very predictable. They're even talking about The Rock coming back. I don't know if he's going to or not. I don't care. But I think the one match that could be the iffy match is AJ and Nakamura. Because I honestly think, wouldn't you rather see an AJ Daniel Bryan match than a Daniel Bryan Nakamura match? I'm just saying. But we're gonna see Daniel and Shane against Owens and Zayn. Gonna be a good one. We'll have to wait and see who wins there. Now that Daniel is cleared to wrestle, probably the faces will get the win. But all in all, here's the problem with Mania now. They stretch out the hours way too long. I mean, if it's going to be like a 5-hour Mania with the pre-show 1 or 2 hours, you're talking like almost 7 hours. 6.5, 7 hours. I mean, that's almost a full 8-hour work day for most people. So all you guys out there, these are my thoughts. These are my opinions about WrestleMania and what have you. You got the stars, but you don't use them the way you should. And that's the biggest problem. A lot of John Cena fans don't want to see him lose to The Undertaker, but let's face it. Think again. Cena's losing no matter which Undertaker he faces. He has to lose. Cena does not need to win. And everybody can say, well, Undertaker don't need to win either. But if this is definitely his last match, he needs to go out with a victory, in my eyes. And then you can go back and say, well, Shawn Michaels' last match, he lost. So what? Shawn Michaels had a career that was far superior than what The Undertaker had. So a loss to him in his last match wasn't so bad. So there you have it. This is the Iceman here out in Portland, Connecticut, having a good time on a Thursday evening. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all next time.